My name is Moses Taban Mathew. I'm a South Sudanese by nationality, uh, located in Uganda. So I'm going to start by giving a background about myself and then about my experience with SINA and also how what I'm doing currently at the organization that we found through SINA. So as I've told you earlier, I'm a South Sudanese by nationality. I grew up with my mom, who is a single mother. Yeah, South Sudan is a country that is affected by war, so I lost my dad even when I was still in my womb, in my mother's womb. So I've never seen him since my childhood. Since then, my mom used to be the one providing for me most of the basic needs of life. However, as a single parent, she was not able to support me as expected. So that made life very difficult for me. I used to move to school with 10 pairs of shoes that was given to me by my cousin sister. So life was really very difficult during my childhood. And in 2016, what took place in South Sudan, where we were forced to take refuge in Uganda. So I left my mom behind. I came alone to Uganda. So while at the refugee camp, I also encountered a number of challenges personally, and also I observed a number of problems in the refugee settlement. I observed children moving to school without shoes, and then so I observed parents struggling to provide for their families and also for themselves. Some of them sell their food, the food items that they get from from World Food Program, UNHCR. So they sell them in order to provide their children with the school scholastic materials and to ensure that they study. So that scenario reminded me of my childhood experience, and I just thought of what I could do in order to at least create a change in the lives of the children and the community I'm living in. So it was very difficult at the beginning because I really don't know, I didn't know where to start from. However, in 2021, after the COVID-19 lockdown, I got the chance to join SINA. It was through one of my colleagues. So I joined SINA and we started attending the entrepreneurship program, which focuses on personal development and personal and professional development. So through the entrepreneurship program, I really learned a lot that boosted improved my personality and also helped me to save my professional career. The entrepreneurship program enabled me to discover the purpose of my life and how to reach there. So the most important part that I really realized it was the acceleration program that I started with in 2022. That was actually the turning point in my life and and also in the history of EcoSure Africa, the organization that I started after joining the entrepreneurship program. So through the acceleration program, we learned a number. We got a number of skills. One, we were taught how to develop business plans, how to organize our presentations, and also how to fundraise to support the organization. So through the acceleration program, we were able to secure funds to start EcoSure Africa, and then also to register it at the district level. So that gave us the eligibility to start implementing our services and programs in the community and the refugee settlement. That was how SINA has been helping us. And the most important thing is that immediately after the acceleration program, we started writing our proposals, and we wrote one proposal to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, that is UNHCR. And out of 3,000 people who applied for the program, we happen to be among one of the winners of the Refugee-led Innovation Fund in 2023. So currently, this is what we are doing. So let me talk about ECOS Africa. ECOS Africa was majorly founded with the aim of supporting refugee children with schools for moving to school while creating employment opportunities to vulnerable refugee communities. In the refugee settlement, refugees are not allowed to access formal employment opportunities because of their refugee status. And then secondly, most of the refugees suffer from, they lack some of the professional skills. They don't have professional knowledge or professional skills to enable them to secure formal employment. And that has made it very difficult for them to find jobs that could enable them to earn income, to support themselves, to support their family, and send their children to school. So we came up with we decided to come up with Ecos Africa so that at least we could provide technical skills. We could train the refugee youth and the community in shoemaking skills that could enable them to at least uh, they start their businesses. They could start their business in shoemaking, and some of them we also retain them at the organization. They work, they produce shoes, and we also pay them for the services that they provide in the organization. So currently, ECOS Africa has managed to support over 126 refugee children with schools. That is in 2024. And also we have trained 40 refugees with this in shoemaking skills. And currently we have just selected our new trainees last week, and they have also started the training in shoemaking. So this time we have 30 refugees who are attending the shoe training. We were not able to maintain the number of 40 because of very many challenges, but at least they are still continuing with their training. That is one of the major reasons why we founded Ecos Africa. For the reason why we're giving the shoes to the refugee children is because one, we realize that moving barefooted exposes children to a number of problems. One, they get injuries. Children get injured from sharp objects in the environment. Sometimes also they suffer from the scorching heat. You know, Bidibidi Refugee Settlement is a semi-arid area where there is too much sun heat, and these children walking barefooted puts them at risk. They suffer from that scorching heat that comes from the soil. And secondly, they're also exposed to bacterial infections. There are soil transmitted infections that they got exposed to, like hookworms, jiggers, and so on. So this endangers their health and also limits their time for attending classes. So by the end of the day, you realize that their health is affected and also their school performance is also affected. So in order to overcome that, we decided to make sure that at least we need to provide them with shoes to support them to move to school, while also supporting their families with those livelihood skills. We realize that our shoe does not only protect the children's feet, but also it has psychological impact in the minds of the children. Basing on our assessment, we realize that when these students see shoes, they become motivated. They become motivated to attend classes, to move to school, and to also work hard for their future. So that is the psychological impact that we are creating in the minds of those children to ensure that they become better people in future. So that is about the about the activities that we are carrying out at Ecos Africa. So we failed to graduate our trainees. The people we train with, we were not able to graduate them and give them the certificates for them to go and maybe look for maybe employment opportunities and maybe to also start their own businesses. And the reason why we did not do that is because of the policy of Uganda, the government policy. We were not registered by the Directorate of Industrial Training, and that has limited us from certifying our scholars. However, we are looking for possible ways of how we could do that, at least to make sure that All our trainees are able to be certified and are able to go and seek for jobs in the industrial market. And then, secondly, also we are still facing challenges of limited space and also our machines. Right now, our production capacity is very low. The maximum number of shoes that we produce in a day is only six. We produce only six pairs in a day. So it becomes very difficult for us to meet the high demand for shoes at the refugee settlement. There are over 200,000 refugees. I mean, there are over 50,000 refugee children in Bidibidi camp, and yet we are only producing six pairs in a day. So it is difficult for us to meet that high demand. So we are looking forward to listening for opportunities where we could get enough machines and also expand our working space to accommodate very many people and also to produce more pairs of shoes. So briefly, that is all about me and EcoShoe Africa. The first picture. Yes, those are some of the refugee children whom we were able to support in our first quarter this year. And then you go next. Yes, these ladies are some of the refugee members whom we trained and they are able to produce shoes. So the shoes that they're holding are the ones that they produce by themselves. So that's how we are empowering refugee communities in Bidibidi. Yes, you see some of them are also here. So they are showing shoes. Now these are the final products that we have produced. The same scale, yeah.